Hey everyone, welcome to the August 16th SIG release meeting. My name is Jeremy and I'll be the host today. Just a reminder before we get started, this meeting is covered by the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, so please be mindful of what you say. And this meeting will be recorded and available on YouTube, so you can refer back to things afterwards. I have dropped the notes into the chat, the agenda into the chat, so please add yourself as an attendee. And if you have any agenda items you'd like to add, because we have a pretty thin agenda today, go ahead and add those, and we will most likely have time to cover them if you've got any pressing topics. With that, we will kick it off. If anybody can volunteer to be a note taker, that would also be dope.
Yeah, I can note take.
All right. Thanks, James. Forgive me if I cough. I had COVID 2 weeks ago and still pretty lingering and still coughing a lot. So apologies for that. If we have any new folks, I don't think we do, but you can feel free to introduce yourself or say hi if you haven't been here in a while. All right. Moving right along, we'll do some sub-project updates, and we'll start off with release engineering. Who wants to take that one?
I guess I can say a few words.
Cool.
So there are two things going on that I'm aware of. So the first one is, well, I'll talk about the first one because I'm hoping that perhaps Mohammed can jump, and otherwise Arno's here, we can deep dive a little bit on the subject. So the first one is, I've been chugging along the work to get the Salsa attester for the Kubernetes project. It's moving slow but steadily. I hope by the next meeting I will have the request to donate the repository to the project and maybe do a demo next Tuesday. For those who are not aware of, this is related to the Salsa effort, where we decided to restructure a few things after doing this for a year or so. Wait for some news in next week's meeting. And the second one, big one, is that there is the effort which is mainly driven by SIG Gates Infra of mirroring the images on first on Artifact Registry and then also on AWS. And Mohammed has been doing a bunch of work on that front. And I hope after we do this project updates, we can discuss some of his latest advances there. And I know that Jason has been doing a little bit of opinion polling about the packages that perhaps we can hear a little bit about later too. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, those are the main ones.
Jason, you turned your camera on. Do you want to speak?
Yeah. So less opinion polling, trying to get feedback from downstream projects and products that may be using the DEBs and RPMs directly from that we release. So far, we've gotten 3 hits on that, and I'll have to follow back up on that because I can't find the doc where I'm tracking the responses to that than on my tabs right now. But we're also following up work on doing the POC for using OBS for building and publishing the DEBs and RPMs. And we have a meeting later this week with the OBS folks to walk through the current build and release process for those packages, to get some of their feedback on that. And then we're going to have another follow-up meeting where they walk through their tooling for us. So just continuing the initial stages of that POC with OBS.
All right. Sounds like cool stuff. Any other questions or discussion items around release engineering?
Just one thing on the OBS side. So I've been instructed to create a namespace for Kubernetes on the OBS side. So I'll do that once I figured out how to do that on the OBS side. So
All right, cool. If there are any other items on that, feel free to jump into SIG release and we can discuss there. Or if anybody else has anything, feel free to raise your hand and we can jump into that too.
Oh yeah, let's come back to the images later.
Okay. Do you want to drop that under the? You want to drop that under open discussion items so we don't forget? Cool. Thanks. All right. Release team updates. Do we have anyone from the release team here? I see Xander.
Xander, myself. Guess I could go. It's the last full week of the release. RC1 is being cut. I saw Veronica's thread being started earlier today. Yeah, so far we're still on targets for release day on August 23rd, a week from today. And that's about it for 125. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, Xander.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything specific. Pretty much what Ray said. We're smooth sailing at this point.
Cool. It's exciting to get down to these last few days of stress and getting things out of the way. Good luck with the RC1 cuts, Veronica. Hope nothing pops up and everything goes smoothly.
If anything pops up, you're gonna have to adopt it. So cross your fingers.
Yeah, I've got them crossed. I have plenty of time today, so I'll be happy to pick things up. All right. Anything else for the release team? Cool. So I think we had two items originally. Mohammed just added one for us. And the first one, I think Adolfo covered already. So we'll skip over that one. I'll jump in, give the second one. At the last meeting, we discussed the results from our poll to find new meeting times. And I took an action item to send an email. I didn't do that because I got sick. So I did that today. So there should be an email out today. I extended the lazy consensus out just a little bit. And set target dates for when we'll start the new times. If you have any feedback or concerns with those new times, feel free to reply to the email thread or start something up in SIG release, and we're happy to go with that. If there's any questions about that, I'm happy to answer them real quick. Otherwise, we can use the rest of the time to move on and discuss the GCR to GAR migration updates. Mohammed, take it away. I don't know if you're muted.
Mute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We can hear you.
Oh, maybe.
Hi there.
There we
my
go.
bad.
Cool.
My internet is a little bit choppy. Yeah, so GCR to AR is coming along rather well. So since last week, we managed to get two things merged in. So one is a test PR to promote things to Artifact Registry. We did run into a few snags. So I have one question. So if you have a bad promotion, right, does that negatively affect future promotions? Or is that like not a big deal?
Well, it depends what about promotion means. If there are potential states where the promotion could fail and leave it in a difficult state to recover, most times should be idempotent, so you can just retrigger the jobs and we should be able to finish that. But So for example, in the case of the one that just failed, we should be able to trigger, and the promoter would for context, Mohammed tried doing the first promotion to artifact registry, and it failed. I think it's because it's lacking still some permissions to write.
It's complaining about permissions, but they've been granted, so not quite sure what's going on there.
Yeah, so something's missing, and so since it didn't start to copy anything, we should be able to simply retrigger and then shoot to the matching between source and target registries and copy over the missing data. There are some states where things could be trickier. So for example, if you copy a tag, for example, and if you start copying an image and some of the layers are copied and then it fails in the middle, then it's possible that the promoter would fail to miss detecting some of that partial copied data and making a mess. But most cases are fine.
Okay. Yeah, we just need to get those permissions straightened out. They should be, but I can't see the info, so I don't know what's going on there. The other one is like backfilling the repositories that got merged this morning, but I'm running into some problems with images. Prowl seems to be something that I'm not anticipating when it mutates the go path images. So I need to take another look at that. But other than that, it's coming along well. I hope it'll be all ready by the end of the month.
Nice. So if you want to share details as you debug the issue, please let us know on the.
Yeah, I won't be able to do
chat
much
or-
debugging. I don't have any permissions.
Okay.
I think someone else will have to do it.
Yeah, I can check in a little bit and see if I have some visibility into it.
Okay. Yeah, that's all for me really. I got nothing else on that front.
Cool. Sounds like we have wrapped up the agenda. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to discuss or go through today? Otherwise, we can end early today and give folks back some time. All right. I hope everybody has a great day. Good luck with the RC1 cut, Veronica. And I hope if anybody has any questions or has any concerns about anything, feel free to reach out and we will take it from there. Have a great day.
Thanks, folks.
Okay.